Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter. What? It was two. It was two, you fuck.
No. You missed the memo.
Yeah. Obviously, I did. Big old congratulations to our boy number 2, Derek Jeter, for a lifetime of Yankee memories and 5 championships and God knows how many other American League championships where we should have won the World Series and we fucking didn't.
You counted to 5?
I did count to 5. 1, 2, 3. I got 5 fingers because, unlike the 6-fingered man who killed my father, I will find him one day. What? That was good. Come on, that was a great setup. Guys, we got some great comics to talk about this week. We got the winner of the New York Comic Con contest. And we got a bunch of other nifty shit to talk about, especially Gotham, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., all sorts of rumors going around this week. It's been a pretty major week. But right now we got Butterfly, number 1. We got Aliens, Fire and Stone, number 1. We got Baltimore, The Witch of Harju, number 3. Booster Gold, Future's End, number 1. Flash, Future's End, number 1. Superman Doomed, number 2. The new G.I. Joe premiered this week. Ghostbusters concluded with issue 20. The Roche Limit, number 1. A Town Called Dragon, number 1. Got Loki 6. New Avengers 24 and Armor Hunters 4, just for Ramon. But first of all, want to issue a big old congratulations to our buddy Rich here for completing his lifelong dream of getting an Amazing Fantasy 15. Got that shit off eBay, outbid some poor motherfucker by 85 cents.
81 cents.
Someone is hunting you down, trying to kill you right now.
Well, listen, you do what you gotta.
Listen, all's fair in love, war, and comics, I say.
24 years, buddy, 24 years.
We got some questions for you.
We do.
Really?
KKN Comics, what was the verdict? Did you crack it, or was it not CGC?
It was, no, it wasn't CGC'd. I'm going to be going to the con and getting that CGC.
He means New York Comic Con. You're getting it signed by Stan, too.
Absolutely. You will be able to find me on that line.
Is it restored?
As far as I'm aware, no. It said unrestored, but I actually am going to be going to, I'm going to go get it appraised to find out for absolutely, because I know you get the 30-day, with eBay, you got the 30-day money-back guarantee,
Ooh, nice.
so...
Okay.
Look, if that thing comes back restored, I want to be able to
It's hard to tell if it's restored without being like some kind of professional. Truthfully, you guys out there, one of the best ways to do is grab a black light and like shine it across the cover. You can see any discrepancies between color variations or something like that. To tell, one of the more efficient ways to tell and more dangerous ways is with heat. So a lot of professional paper restorers will actually have fire, like a candle, underneath the page, which is fucking ridiculous.
Hell no.
To see if there's been pieces added to it where you can see the shadow of the page shines differently. You can see where it was attached.
Here's my Detective Comics 27.
Yeah, just fucking light it up. Roll it and smoke it while you're at it. It's fucking crazy.
Hell no.
Garage Alien freaked out about you not wearing protective gloves.
I know. Actually, I try not to hold the pages in the same spot for too long. If I don't have gloves on, I will always be moving my hands around the page so the oils from your hands do not stick to one section.
I usually have a plastic underneath it.
Yeah.
When I first opened it, I actually put 2 pieces of cardboard. Oh, another side note, and actually, Matt was totally shocked that I did this. I had never officially read from start to finish Amazing Fantasy 15 because I said I was not going to read it until I bought the book.
You never actually read the opening story?
I know of it. I've seen God knows between all the different things, I've probably read it at some point, but I've never actually sat down with Amazing Fantasy 15 and read it from start to finish because I did not want to do it until I had the book.
Did you do it?
Good for you.
Yeah.
Did you read the other stories?
I didn't yet.
Read the other stories. They're really good.
Oh, and
pre-hero Marvel stuff, because Spider-Man was just pre-hero at that point.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is I totally did not anticipate the fact that Amazing Fantasy, that first Spider-Man story, if you read it from start to finish, totally sounds like it should be something right out of Tales from the Crypt, but not as horror based, but look at
fantasy monster shit, which was what Stan was doing at the time. Besides Fantastic Four and the Hulk, which was just Zumba from Mars and all this other kind of stuff from Marvel Tales, Strange Tales, Tales from Astonish, etc., etc. Because Spider-Man was never really supposed to exist. It was a throwaway story that the fans just happened to love, and here we are fucking 50 plus years later.
Yeah, go figure.
Last question. You were checking it out, if it's for you.
Right.
to see if it's fake?
Not so much that it was fake, just kind of trying to give it a grade appraisal. Okay. My best assumption is a 2. I think it would be a solid 2 with
That's
pressing.
what I'm thinking it is.
It's got a little bit of a split on the spine, which usually pisses off the CGC guys a lot. You can practically guarantee if the cover is ever removed that you're going to get a fucking 0.5 out of the deal, no matter how well the rest of the fucking thing looks. And that's a damn shame. But the rest of the book, there's a little bit of chipping around the sides, but other than that, the rest of the book is, off-white to yellow pages. Everything's intact. There's nothing, cut out. The back cover looks good. I would definitely put it at a solid 2. Maybe 2.5 if you're lucky. And
that was a book, I've been literally trying to get that. Actually, seriously, looking into it for 8 months now. Mm-hmm. Literally sitting there going all right, I'm going to bid.
At the last convention, what book were you looking for?
Which one?
Was it ASM 1?
Oh, what, at the beginning of the year?
No, last convention, I remember.
Oh, last convention, it was ASM 1, which I now also got. So
you're good, man.
Yeah, and listen, all I've got left is the little ones coming up at, 6, 9, 20. Yeah. That's nothing compared to that.
You got that, yeah.
He actually sells blood every week, comes back with some orange juice, a cookie, and $20, so he just
Whatever helps,
man. Listen, man, it doesn't come cheap.
So, book of the week this week was... just right out of fucking left field.
Really what
Legendary Comics, A Town Called Dragon. Basically, it opens up with this guy who's got a fucking spear in his hand. It's a nerdy looking dude. We kind of look like me, actually. He got the glasses on and everything. Okay. He's got his white t-shirt and shit. He's it's like me with a spear, except he's in Colorado. He was a little taller than me, you fuck.
A little bit more fit.
And he's getting ready to chuck this spear, and there's this Viking warlord commanding legions of an army.
Yeah, it was really cool.
After this dragon, a straight up dragon, and it's 1000 AD. And they finally managed to throw all of these spears into the dragon's neck. The dragon collapses, and then they're stabbing at the dragon and shit with their axes. And the one leader runs up on his head and fucking just plants the axe right into the beast's head.
And then he gets up and kills everybody.
Yeah. I was waiting for it. I really was.
Waiting for that too.
Or an eye start to move or some shit, but then you see this other dude who's doing his best Wally West impression across the field, and he's got something tucked under his arm. You think this is a bad guy, but one of the other commanders was "He's got it, sir. He's got it. He's on the move." And whenever he runs back to the encampment, to the fort, and he pulls out a dragon egg. So now they're gonna try to break the egg and extinguish the species.
Oh, wow.
And they tried.
And man, he guy hits it with his axe, the axe crumbles, and then you see the next panel is just him with a pile of sticks.
Yeah.
No, not quite jackhammers yet, but possibly.
Vikings, they threw walls on top of it.
Yeah, they're pulling down
Vikings, why not?
Entire ramparts onto this thing, and nothing was shattering the egg. So they're all right, well, let's just throw it in the ocean. And they're no, you can't do that. It's going to take on the aspects of the water. So then you'll have a water dragon. So no good. And they're all right, well, let's fucking fry the thing. And no, they like heat, you dullard. Can't do that.
You got to keep it cold, but you got to keep it away.
So they say, well, they're going to bury it in, encase it in oil, hard oil or whatever, and let the oil cool or some shit. I don't know. That was what I got out of that. They're just going to, put, resin or something. You would, find a mosquito.
Shellac it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
throw it on your mantle.
So then they're going to bury it, and then they're going to bring it to the New World. So that's why Leif Erikson came to the New World, was to just deposit the fucking dragon egg here.
Really?
And his instructions are just keep walking until you can't walk no more, and then bury it. So this is what happens. They wind up somewhere.
Cool. It is.
Somewhere cold, and they fucking just bury it in a mountain. Fast forward, and they're just outside the town of Vail, Colorado, in a place called Dragon, Colorado, which I'm really not sure if it exists or not. If we have any PB fans out in Colorado, let us know if Dragon, Colorado is a real place. I'd love to visit that shit.
If it is, we gotta go.
Yeah, we definitely gotta go there.
Do the show from there?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we'll fly out there, set up a table, we'll do the show, and then we'll just fly back.
We'll bring this table with us.
Dude.
It's a great idea.
I love it.
This table will not survive.
So basically, the whole town is all dragon crazy. They got dragons on the fucking street lights and everything. And there's the one dude, like I said, the taller version of me with the fucking white t-shirt and the glasses. And he's the diner owner who is the only guy who is not really on the dragon motif.
Yeah.
And there's this other crazy guy who's climbing the local mountain. He's climbing the sheer part of the mountain because, why not?
Yeah, without a rope.
It's what you do.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, Colorado's got pot now, so you would think he'd have something better to do.
It's true.
Seriously. So he climbs up the mountain and he sees these German dudes, and they're speaking in German. And I just was too lazy to translate that shit, but it probably means something. And
Google Translate.
I was so lazy. So lazy.
Phone.
I know, but then I got to sit there and
Translate.
type the whole shit in. So either way, you find out they're looking for this dragon egg. And they find it.
Mm-hmm, that it is.
So when they find it, like all of a sudden, like something kind of explodes, like the dragon egg hatches, and then they're all running out screaming, and all you see is like shadows of these people getting ripped apart, and the one guy like runs, he kind of like tackles the guy, and he's shouting something in German, like I something, whatever. That was my best German.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't do that again.
Then you see the fucking the claw go right through his head, and the blood sprays all over this guy. Pulls it back, and you see this, like the splash page of this like baby dragon, like a velociraptor, is just like
doing all this.
Well,
yeah,
but it's not like a baby like Game of Thrones baby dragon.
Mm-hmm.
it's like a 6-foot baby dragon.
You haven't seen Game of Thrones, right?
No,
Oh well, fuck.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but so they were fucking tiny. This shit's like
it's a 6-foot baby
person's
dragon.
it's a 6-foot baby dragon. It's
It's
this
a
shit like-
velociraptor.
Like the alien
Yeah.
from Alien.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
like it means business. So this guy runs and jumps off the cliff. I'm assuming he's probably got some sort of parachute that he jumped off the cliff in the first place.
He did.
Yeah, he did, right?
He did.
Yeah, so now he's coming back and he's like, I don't think those guys were terrorists. And that's where the book ends. It's so good. It was so much fun. Never heard of this company before. I don't think we've ever...
Legendary is a film company.
Okay.
So the possibility of this becoming a movie would be so.
Oh, this would make the
Really?
perfect
Yeah.
B horror movie
Well, what was that one? The one with the dragons from... They
with
came
Christian
out,
Bale. Yeah.
Was
Rain?
that Rain of Fire?
Rain of
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
That was a cool
That was
flick.
good.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that the dragons were only in it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
I mean, now
That's like Godzilla. Did you see Godzilla?
Oh, Godzilla was like, they're gonna fight. No, they're not. Humans. They're gonna fight. No, more humans.
The fucking Rodan thing attacked him, and then it flips to some dude talking like, I don't
Yeah.
want to see that.
Yeah.
Fucking,
They're gonna fight humans.
No, they're not.
They're gonna fight humans.
Japanese dude was like, let them fight. Let's not. Let's just switch scenes on you. Godzilla was awesome for the half hour that the monsters were on the screen in total. That's all I wanted.
Was it a half hour?
It was about a half hour.
15 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably... I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Nah.
Also this week, guys, from CollectusComic.com, you got to check out the Collector's 80-page giant volume 2 from my
That
good
is
buddy Eddie
awesome.
DeAngelini. It's basically the misadventures of him and his wife Kristen and what it's like being married to a comic fan. You could probably relate to a bunch of these.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
You need to pick one of those up. Eddie draws it himself. It's all self-published and everything. Ran a Kickstarter campaign. This is the second successful one he's done.
Good for him.
It's absolutely one of the funniest things
It is.
you could ever read. We've shared comics on our Facebook every single week, but you can also follow them on Instagram.
I find it funny that I flipped to this, and he goes, Amazing Fantasy 15 from 1962, first appearance of Spider-Man. It may be only a 1.0, but it's my 1.0. I will relate to that.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what the hell that book comes back.
It's
I'm
fucking
good at,
yours.
It's mine.
Damn right.
Dude, I completely agree with you. I know what you mean.
I should have really marked off a couple of my favorites here. Here you go. Let me just read you this one. Says Kristen says, Eddie, what are you doing? And he's got a whole bunch of boxes that in case of emergency and everything. And it says, I organized our most important valuables in these boxes. So in case of an earthquake or fire or something, we'll know what to save. Then we can start over in a new place with what's here. She says, wow, I'm impressed. She's flipping through the boxes. Hold on. These are all filled with your comics. Where's our tax returns, our passports, our wedding photos?
If the world ends,
And he's
you
just
don't
quiet, and he's like, we still have that stuff.
Yeah, it's about right.
Yep. So, guys, this is really one of the funniest things that any comic collector who actually, goes out there and gets himself a date or so every now and then can absolutely relate to. I highly recommend this, and hopefully you get a chance to meet Eddie. He was at the Long Beach Comic-Con this past weekend. If you're a subscriber and you're watching this now, you still have time, so get your ass out there to California and go and tell Eddie you said hi. If not, you can definitely catch him next year at San Diego Con. And tune in every week at CollectusComics.com.
Hopefully us too.
Us too? Like, they should be watching us too, or we'll tune
Hopefully
in?
we'll be at Comic-Con next year.
Well, no, I'm not going to be able to tune in. I'm not going to be able to go to Comic-Con
That's
next
right.
year.
You have a dickhead friend getting married, right?
Fucking Tom.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting married, so I got to save my money. So it looks like San
You would
Diego
think.
will not happen until 2016. But at least, the one saving grace is for the first year, I think since I've been collecting comics, I'm not actually going to brand myself a liar by saying, this is the year I make it. No, I already know I'm not making it next year.
Okay.
Unless like there's going to be a really hot movie star, in which case I'll walk to San Diego if I have to. Anybody in San Diego want to hook a brother up with like a room just to sleep in, a floor or something? Because hotels is expensive.
Especially during Comic-Con time.
You got a beach.
Ooh. Yeah, actually, he's got a point.
Yeah, but there's cops there and they will arrest me. As soon as I open my mouth, I'll be like, yo, I'm just here for Comic-Con. They're like, he's a New Yorker.
But you're white.
That's worse than being black over there. Nah, it's not a good thing. So guys, we got some Comic-Con tickets to give away. This is our last contest for 2 3-day passes to NYCC 14. Last week on the show, we gave you a second question to answer. The first question was, what did Pablo the Irish German Shepherd review when he was on the Pete's Basement Show? And the correct answer was Final Crisis, which sucked.
He took a dump on it.
He really did.
Yeah.
I think he might have actually at that point. And the second question was, what is Neil deGrasse Tyson, the director of in New York City? And the correct answer is the Hayden Planetarium. And the winner of the last Pete's Basement New York Comic Con ticket giveaway is, drumroll boys, Crystal R. Bowden. Congratulations.
Yeah.
We are going to be sending you 2 3-day passes to New York Comic Con, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully we'll be able to run into you at some point, take some pictures, grab a couple of shots, whatever.
Features.
Congratulations. Hit us up, send us an email at questions@peacebasement.com. Title that shit, I won, and we will get back to you.
Yep.
So this is the point of the show where we're going to end the preview that's running right now for like the past 15, 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to move right into the subscription, guys. If you are not yet subscribing, I highly suggest you do, because it gives you access to all the dumb shit that we do behind the scenes. Remember, guys, for a paltry 99 cents, it is a really dumb shit. For a paltry 99 cents, guys, you can get this episode, and it lasts you for 2 days. What did they toilet paper, man? Paltry. You like that shit.
You used the 50-cent word?
I did. But for 99 cents, you guys can rent this episode for 2 days, and then thanks to the magic of Roger the Sorcerer, that shit deletes itself somehow. I don't even know. And for $1.99, you can get the episode forever. It's DTM, so you can send it to whatever device.
Free.
I'd still fucked it up.
Digital right meet. No,
I didn't even say DTF this time. Damn, what is it?
DRM.
DRM.
Digital rights media.
I'm getting closer though. It's DRM free, so you can put it on whatever device you want.
When he goes to San Diego, he'll finally fucking get it right.
Yeah.
Maybe. DRM free, you can put it on your iPad, your iPod, your iTouch. I touched.
We've talked about this. You got to stop doing that.
I know. And guys, for $3.99, you can get the entire month subscription. That nets you every single video that we put out, along with all the extras, along with all the behind-the-scenes stupidity that goes on before we film the show.
There's no stupidity.
There's a lot of stupidity.
Are you a New Yorker? Say Tree.
This is all thanks to our good friends at Pivot Share. These guys are a bunch of nerds too, and they help us bring out the full video show to you. We're very happy to do that. If you're not subscribing, then go download the audio show, and the rest of us will see you next week. Crystal, make sure you hit us up so we can get you your Comic-Con tickets. So, Butterfly, number 1.
Butterfly?
It's one of those like political intrigue movies. Yeah, because that's basically how it reads.
But it isn't as bad as some other political shit we read this week.
That's true.
Words.
The girl is she's a spook, basically. She's like a CIA or ex-CIA mercenary kind of gal. Mm-hmm. And she's doing all this. Her father taught her to shoot. Her father was in Afghanistan or whatever, got fucking shot. She's talking about his throat bleeding out, in the street and everything. So she becomes this, black ops operative or whatever.